Hey guys, this is a series I'm going to be doing on love, talking about the attributes of love. It's coming from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, starting in verse 4. Charity suffered long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never fails. So the first attribute I'm going to talk about, charity is patient, or love is patient. And the whole idea of patience is that we got to understand that in this day of rah-rah, we don't give ourselves a chance to really develop the connections and the meaningful relationships because we're always in a rush. We're always in a rush, constantly in a rush. And the problem is that we're usually in a rush with the people that are closest to us. That kid's talking to you, your spouse is talking to you, your significant other. We're short with them. We don't lavish in that moment to connect. We don't linger, right? And we need to get back to that. That's what the problem is. And whether it's a question that you've been asked 100 times or uh, inquisitiveness, openness that they're seeking in you, they're wanting to know what you think or what you feel. Let's not make the important things unimportant because everything else in life fails in comparison to relationship. And God shows us that. God shows us that in his word and the way he relates to us, how much and how important he makes relationship to himself. That's everything. It is everything. But we look at our relationships as kind of like an appendage. And I would tell you, your relationships are your life. Until next time. Hey guys, how y'all doing? So this is part 2. Love is kind. So what is kindness? I would tell you kindness, and guys, if you listen up, this is a tip. Kindness is one of the biggest attributes that women look for in a man that they're thinking about dating or committing to is kindness. And kindness is not necessarily niceness. People look at kindness as niceness. It's not niceness. Kindness is being thoughtful. Kindness is how you treat everyone. So it's not even how you treat her. Is are you kind and appropriate with the waiter or the housekeeper or that service person? Are you kind to the person who can do nothing for you? Hello. And I would tell you they look for this. They look for it. And if you're one of these guys that treat people like trash, like you got little money in your pocket so you can talk to people any old kind of way, and you wonder why women won't commit to you, hello, it's probably why. And it's a virtue. And I'm not saying this is something you do to manipulate. No, it's something that needs to come out of you, right? And I think kind people know how to love. They understand what love really is. This is a huge attribute of love in general, is being kind. So I would tell you, if you want your relationships to deepen, you have to learn to be kind. Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is part 3 on the attributes of love. And number 3 is love envieth not, or love is not jealous. So this is a hard one for a lot of people to get. And I understand that, like, when you love something or love someone, you don't want anything to come between that. And there is a certain amount of jealousy that's good. And if you look in psychology, they'll even tell you a little bit of jealousy is good. But envy or being Overly jealous shows that you don't really love the person. So true love is of the fact of I love you enough to let you go if you think that's good for you. I loved you enough that if letting go is good for you, I'm willing to do that. So when you have that kind of love, it's an open hand kind of love, or it's an open door kind of love, right? The same door that they walked into to be with you, they can walk out of it. And I think you have to continually maintain that attitude. And I know it's hard. Like if you've been with somebody for 10, 15, 20 years, like you don't want to have that policy, but that policy allows them to love by choice. And I did a talk on this not too long ago. We need to be able to love by choice, not just obligation, not just because it got a ring on the finger. No, no, no. It needs to be by choice. And allowing people to have that choice allows them to love more fully and from the heart. So love is not jealous. Love is not proud. I believe this is number 4, attributes of love. So the idea is, I really believe pride or self-centeredness is really wreaking havoc on relationships now, because true love is sacrificial. True love is down in the dirt. Jesus Christ showed us that. True love is not puffing yourself up and feeling like you're the big man. True love is humble, right? And he tells a parable about somebody, going to a banquet and they go to the chief seats, the important seats, right? And then somebody important actually comes through, and now you got to be reseated because you're in the wrong seat, right? It's best to sit in the back and be called up to the chief seat, right? So it's the whole idea about being humble. And I would tell you, this narcissistic idea that we have in life and in relationships nowadays is what's killing them. It's causing us to always be looking for the right person instead of being the right person. And I would tell you, I believe that's when you know you're ready for a relationship. When you have worked on yourself and you are continuing to work on yourself to ensure that you are good for someone else. That's true health. And I would tell you that God expects us in life and in love to put others before ourselves, period. And it's not that you don't take care of yourself, but you take care of yourself so well. So when the time comes for me to put someone else first, I can do it. No problem.